In the realm of technology, where new gadgets, sensations, and prototypes appear every week, it is uncommon to see a moment when it is actually possible to declare that a new era is dawning. However, that is exactly what we are going through right now. The robot we are about to discuss does not merely impress with its appearance or fluidity of movement. In the domains of artificial intelligence and robotics, it signifies a revolutionary advancement. This humanoid robot, made by 1X Technologies, could be an indication that the future we once thought of as science fiction is now coming to us. There is much more to the 1X project than merely another humanoid robot. It is conceived as a universal human assistant, a platform designed to replace people in physically demanding, repetitive, or hazardous jobs. This robot can already move through indoor spaces, manipulate objects, assess its surroundings, interact with machines, and even learn using the principles of deep machine learning. However, what truly sets it apart is its deep integration with artificial intelligence. Not theoretical, but real, active AI developed at the cutting edge of the field. The company 1X Technologies from Norway, formerly known as Humanoid Robotics, has drawn attention to its innovation, not only through technical features, but also through its strategic vision. It has received backing from OpenAI, the most influential AI company of our time, a fact that speaks volumes. Investment in 1X is not merely financial, it is an acknowledgement of potential. After all, those behind the development of GPT-4 and GPT-5 understand that intellectual power without physical embodiment is only half the revolution. For AI to change the world, it must have a body, and that is precisely what 1X is doing. Chinese companies such as Unitree, Fourier Intelligence, Xiaomi, and many others have been actively developing the humanoid robot market for several years now. Their products are becoming increasingly mainstream, mechanically refined, and financially accessible. China is betting on industrial scalability, but that is exactly where the difference lies. Chinese robots are powerful machines. 1X, on the other hand, is a being. Its goal is not just to be a useful tool, but to become a partner to humans, to replace people where needed, and to do so as naturally and safely as possible. The humanoid robot 1X Neo not only moves through offices and homes, but also reads emotional context, responds to commands in natural language, and can adapt to unfamiliar environments. Its movements are synchronized with a dynamic balance model, enabling it to climb stairs, avoid obstacles, change routes in real time, and even perform simple household tasks, from setting the table to helping with cleaning. But most importantly, it learns. Every movement, every action is processed by AI, improved, generalized. Each day, Neo becomes smarter, more agile, more autonomous. And here it is important to emphasize a key point. Most robots in the world operate based on predefined algorithms. Their behavior is predictable, and they are limited by context. But the 1X robot is already an element of generalized artificial intelligence, meaning it can learn from new situations without the need for manual programming of each step. Its system perceives the world using cameras, microphones, pressure sensors, and gyroscopes, then makes decisions in real time. This is no longer an automaton. This is a neural network system in a physical body. The company itself positions its creation as the next step after digital assistants. If in the previous decade we grew accustomed to voice assistants like Siri, Alexa, and ChatGPT, in the near future we will begin to get used to their physical embodiments. And 1X may become exactly that kind of robot, appearing in offices, homes, hotels, warehouses, and even clinics. Its versatility, safety, and capacity for self-learning make it the ideal candidate for integration into the real world. But behind it lies an even greater idea. This is not just about automating labor. We are talking about the creation of a digital mind with a body. And this goes far beyond engineering. It is a philosophical and social challenge. What happens if we create robots that think, learn, and act better than we do? What if they begin replacing us in the workforce, first in warehouses and delivery services, then in offices, and eventually in other areas? The 1X robot is already capable of replacing humans in several professions. It can guard premises by patrolling the territory. It can serve as a domestic assistant. It can work in logistics, helping sort cargo. But most importantly, it does not get tired, does not ask for a salary, does not make emotional mistakes, and does not take vacations. That is its strength. And for humanity, it is a challenge. Because we are standing on the threshold of an era where humans will no longer need to compete with machines, but instead learn to coexist with them, to learn and rethink their role in a new kind of society. And that is not all. In the coming years, 1X plans to integrate more complex cognitive models, enabling the robot to perform intellectual tasks as well. It will not just carry a box. It will understand why that box matters, who it is addressed to, and how to behave correctly in various social contexts. Imagine a robot working in a hotel that not only delivers luggage, but understands the client's mood, behaves politely, and adapts to national or cultural expectations. Given the current pace of progress, within the next 5 years, robots like 1X could replace up to 30% of low-wage jobs. Even now, Amazon, Google, and dozens of other giants are actively exploring ways to integrate humanoid platforms into their infrastructures. This could radically transform the labor market, the economy, social policies, and even education. We are nearing a point where the ability to work with one's hands and feet is no longer a prerequisite for survival. Everything a human can do, a machine will soon be able to do as well, and very likely better. China will certainly not stay on the sidelines. Robots from Xiaomi, Unitree, and Fourier are evolving at a tremendous pace. They are powerful, fast, and cost 5 to 10 times less. But 1X has something most competitors do not: a deep intellectual foundation, backed by OpenAI and capable of developing not just the body, but the machine's consciousness. China builds machines. 1X creates personalities, and that is where the greatest intrigue lies. Whom will prevail? Mass production and affordability, or depth of intelligence, learning and adaptation? The future will tell. But one thing is clear: the 1X robot is not just a new gadget. It is a potential prototype of a new form of intelligent life. And if its evolution continues, then within the coming decades, we may find ourselves in a world where humans are no longer the only intelligent inhabitants of the planet. We live in an era where the boundary between the digital and the physical is vanishing at an astonishing pace. Neural networks are now used to create visuals, music, and text. We shall see these identical brain networks, now with bodies composed of carbon fiber, plastic, and metal, function physically, develop, and make judgments next to us. The 1X is a humanoid that does more than simply obey orders. Take a peek at 1X if you still think that the robotics revolution is a thing of the future. It's just getting started, yet it's already a reality.